Hey friends, welcome back to the Gentleman's Journey. Guys, in this one we're talking about another care product to care for all your leather. Now friends, if you've been around the channel for a minute, you know that I'm crazy about stewardship, whether it be your boots, your leather wallet, your belts, your handbag, I don't care if it's your couch, friends. We got to make sure that stuff's taken care of. You know, I end every video with, don't forget to give those boots some love from time to time. So that's what we're doing today. Now friends, we have my red backs. Guys, I've put more conditioner on these boots than probably any other boot I own. And I've experimented with about everything on these. And to tell you the truth, through all that, they're still cracking and chipping. So we won't go into a review of these boots. Although I gotta tell you, even though they're showing all that wear, they're still some of my favorite boots. Guys, we're gonna be using these to go ahead and put this Norwegian shoe paste on there. Now, I first got onto this from my Cobbler buddy. If you check back the channel, I've been to his shop twice.
One of the conditioners we use is called the Norwegian. It's been a company that's been around for years. It's an old product. Unlike most conditioners, what this does is it penetrates the leather and it softens the leather, keeps the leather nice and soft. And once you put that on there, then you get some of this. What we like to use is the same thing as we use this Norwegian. Cream. A little bit goes a long way. A lot of this, we have a lot of farmers, a lot of ranchers around here.
Yep.
And this prevents that acid from the cow manure.
Oh,
cow manure just eats down these leathers.
Yeah,
this stuff prevents that.
And so most recently we were there and he was talking about this again. Now friends, him and I get on to talking about all kinds of stuff boot related, and care products is probably one of the hottest topics. So he's been onto this for some time, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. As I was leaving the shop, he threw me a jar and told me to check it out. So obviously that made it really easy on me. Of course, we've taken some of his other recommendations, and you'll see those in some of the other conditioner videos on this channel. But guys, you know what? I'm pretty excited about this. Let me know in the comments if you've had Norwegian and what your experience is with it. So friends, we're gonna get into a little bit about the company, a little bit about the makeup of the ingredients, if you will, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it on my red backs here. So friends, I'm really not trying to fill your closet with a million little jars of conditioners. I like this because it's one of those all around. You know, like I said, it'll go for your baseball mitt, for your work gloves, for your boots, for anything. There's certain specialty leathers that you gotta have your own little conditioner for, but my aim is for a guy to make sure that he's conditioning his boots, so you don't want to have to overcomplicate it and think about it too much. And that's why I like that they make the claim that it's basically for everyone. Now, one thing that they're good about is it says the barnyard acid proof, and so this stuff can go on your boots, and then you can go out and muck and clean the stalls. You can be around all the different animal stuff. And also it's really good for guys who are in construction and cement. So if you've been going through boot after boot and can't figure out a good care routine, you might want to check this stuff out if you're doing like cement work or something like that, or if you have some kind of farm job. So I'm gonna have a link to this, to a horsehair brush, to a couple other things in the description below. If you guys get that, it's just gonna help the channel. It's not gonna cost you any extra. Now friends, we don't know a lot about this company's ingredients. I did call them as I'm getting ready for this video. The lady I spoke with just pretty much said what I found online is that it's a trade secret. So what we know it doesn't have is silicone. Now that's something that's really good for waterproofing leather, but the problem is it gets down into the pores and clogs the pores. So silicone, especially if you're trying to keep that kind of patina, if you're really trying to keep the natural look, you really don't want to run a lot of silicones. If you have a waterproof spray, a lot of those will have silicones in them. So again, depending on your type of work, that might be the option for you. But it's known to not let the leather breathe and even kind of dry out the leather a little bit. Now you can put conditioner back in and condition leather. You know, it has a really give and take relationship, and it'll bounce back somewhat, but ultimately we're trying to do what's best for our leather. That company boasts that. So that's something that they're really proud of, and I think that'll sit well with a lot of you guys that are looking out for stuff that doesn't have any silicones in it. Other from that, we don't know a ton. Now again, looking at it, it's certainly staying together. It's not a liquid. They do have a liquid version of this as well. You'll see that in the link below. But since it's staying together, we know that it's gonna be pretty waxy. Again, this stuff in the ingredients list, it's non-existent, but we can pull from other places to think about what it's made of. So one thing they tell you on the directions is to make sure your boots are clean and dry. So I've cleaned these over 24 hours ago. They're dry, and something that tells me is that it's probably not a cleaner. Some polishes are cleaning, conditioning. In fact, if you check back the video with my cobbler buddy Joe, he took some other shoe conditioner, some Black Rock. He said, clean the boot with the Black Rock and then put this on. Now, I gotta say, I kind of disagree with him. I think the Black Rock is such a good cleaner conditioner that, you know, I don't see it as just a cleaner, but he said use that as a cleaner and then put this on there. Again, that tells me that a lot of people don't see this having any kind of cleaning aspects to it. So it probably doesn't have any detergents in there, probably doesn't have any cleaners. But again, friends, beyond that, we're not going to know a whole lot. I checked for a California safety data sheet. I couldn't find anything. I don't know if they sell in California or not, but I couldn't come up with that either. Again, let me know in the comments if y'all know any more than I do about the ingredients. So the company, friends, it's made in Downing, Wisconsin. It's over 90 years old. And friends, if you check back some of your grandpa's little shoe care kits, you might see a green metal tin, and that's what this stuff's been in for the longest time, is a little metal jar. Again, they have the oil as well, so you might see a bottle. But friends, in that 90-year period, I think especially with that barnyard acid proof and stuff like that, this company, even though it's relatively small, has been able to make quite a name for themselves. And that's what I think is fun about this channel, is I'm bumping into guys like Joe or these different cobblers, or I'm off over in Spokane hanging out with some of the boot shops, and we're talking about, you know, what are you using in this region? This might be like a Northeast thing, where over there you might get something else. But at any rate, we're learning about new products that maybe we all just didn't know about. Sometimes if we run in a tight-knit circle, then that's all we hear is what people in our little circles are talking about. But not a whole lot in terms of the company. So it's owned by another company, 4 Diamond B Enterprises. So I don't know much about them as well, but at any rate, friends, I think, you know what, it's probably time to get some of this stuff on the boots. So they tell you to go ahead and put it on warm leather. And again, that's going to tell me that there's some waxes in here. There's some waxes, and that's what you really want to produce a good layer. I'm going to put it on like a man and use my hands. So friends, you guys can use a little cloth, or you can use a brush, whatever you want. But this stuff, honestly, when I was using it there with my buddy and just playing with it now, it seems really good. We don't have the ingredients list, so who knows what you're getting on your hands, but obviously it's going to protect your hands from barnyard acids now. But I felt pretty good about just putting it on with my hands, as I do most conditioners. I always tell you guys, I guess football season's over now, but kick back and watch the game or put on something. I say why not put on a good sermon or something like that. But at any rate, put something on and just kick back and enjoy it. And something with, you know, this conditioner here, you can use it on more than one pair of boots. So you pull out your Red Wings, pull out your Thursdays. I don't know if you have Oak Street bootmakers or what do you got, but you can pull out your Carolinas and just get it done. Get your cowboy boots out. So just like anything else, you know, you don't want to go too crazy with it. A little bit goes a long way, and I'm going to have this jar for a really long time. So maybe your wife has a set of leather boots, pull them out and clean them up for her. But again, these are already clean, they're already dry, and it's going on like a dream. I have some before pictures I'll put as well, but these boots are really taking it tough, man. Again, we won't get into this leather and all that, but check back the channel. I got a bunch of videos on the redbacks. I love these boots so much, but you can already start to see the difference there. So by the time I go ahead and hit this other boot, that one will start working its way in. And I have these sitting out in the sun, but you guys can check back a recent video. I had my antique hair dryers. So those things don't put out as much heat as I wanted them to, but they're pretty cool, man. So maybe if you really want, you can hit it with a little hair dryer. This stuff isn't so thick that you probably need to do that, but just the warmth of your hands rubbing it in there, I think, is going to be good. And then I always tell y'all to have an extra set of boots. That way you can just go ahead and give these like 24 hours before you use them, because right now look how waxy that is. That's just, in my estimation, going to attract all that dirt and all that grime, kind of working in that crack there. But yeah, I was doing this Obanoff's cleaning video. That's a Pacific Northwest company. They're in Idaho, and again, that's where you get this regional stuff going on. BlackRock, I think they're down in Tennessee. So see how you got these guys, Norwegian, up in Wisconsin. You got BlackRock in Tennessee, and then of course Obanoff's over in Idaho. But as we branch out, and if you guys subscribe and watch the channel, you might see some of these products that are a little bit regional that have, of course, you can get anything on Amazon nowadays, but talk to guys like Joe at the boot shop, the boot repair shop, and you know, I don't know if he's going on Amazon. It's just that word of mouth thing, and the way that these companies probably reach out to cobblers and stuff and share their products. But yeah, honestly, in terms of putting conditioner on, I really like this stuff. I still don't love the oils as much because I can't apply it like that with my hands. I sometimes use a rag and it's kind of runny and it just goes everywhere. But I'm gonna hit that really good with the horsehair brush, and I'm just buffing it in, making sure getting in these cracks and all the stitching, and making sure that it's not building up in any one spot. But this really agitates it and gets it down into those fibers. So friends, let me know again if you've used this stuff, what you think of it. Joe, my cobbler buddy, uses it after he puts BlackRock on, after he, I don't know, maybe there's something to that, but I say just get you some boot cleaner. I think I use the Cobbler's Choice boot cleaner, leather cleaner. I'll put a link to that in the description too. I think that's what I used here. Get you some saddle soap. A lot of guys don't care for saddle soap on their boots, but one thing about if you're using saddle soap and you're worried about it, just make sure and rinse it all off afterwards. If you think that there's something in there that's going to stay on your leather, just kind of use it like a soap and use it to clean the leather and then get it back off by rinsing it. So I think I'll put a little bit more on this toe. Man, it's sad to see these boots, the condition they're in. That is just something. So I got some Chelsea boots though, guys. Well, if you haven't, check out the video I just did. I got some extra tough. I'm not saying those will replace these by any means, but got a little Chelsea boot there, and then I got a new one coming. So you guys are going to be seeing a new Chelsea boot. It's not Australian, it's American. So that's kind of the clue, if you will. But yeah, I'm really happy with this stuff. We'll see how it does. My buddy Joe, he put some on one of these boots, and I got to see it later that day. But again, friends, I'm really happy with how that came out. So I think that'll do it for this one, friends. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Got a lot of fun stuff coming out on the channel, so be sure and subscribe. Make sure and hit the notification bell, and you'll know next time Gentleman's Journey puts out a video. Until the next one, guys, God bless, and hey, don't forget to give your boots some love from time to time.